know what your name is. Smartass. But to get girls online, you have to be more than a smartass. You have to be serious.
Hey everyone, welcome back to this mini-series where I'm trying to test every single game from the Epic Games Store 2025 Christmas giveaway inside GameHub on my AYN Odin 2 Mini Pro. If you've been grabbing these free titles like I have, you're probably wondering, will they actually run well through GameHub using the Epic launcher? That's exactly what we're going to find out today. Today I'm testing Game 2 from the Epic Game giveaway. Honestly, this game is kind of wild. It's called Eternights, and it's this strange but surprisingly stylish mix of dating sim, JRPG, and hack and slash action. Yeah, it's got romance, anime vibes, and real-time combat all packed into one experience. I'll be showing you real gameplay footage from different parts of the game, so the combat, exploration, dialogue, and breaking down how it performs in real life on GameHub. We'll look at frame rates, responsiveness, and any quirks I ran into while playing. And speaking of quirks, I did have some issues with a few of the cutscenes. They didn't always play properly, and I'll talk more about that after the showcase. For now, stick around, watch the gameplay, and at the end I'll give you my full breakdown of how Eternights runs, what settings I used, and whether it's worth booting up through GameHub. Let's jump in.
You brought this on yourself.
Okay, now we just need to fill out your dating bio. So, who are you? I know what your name is. Smartass.
In the dialogue and dating sim sections, performance is smooth. FPS averages around 50 with no noticeable stutters. These scenes are lighter on visuals, so GameHub handles them pretty easily, and controls feel really responsive, and the dialogue transitions are clean.
Great. Now we just need a strong opening line for your bio. I am, but you have to come up with your own stuff. Fine. I'll just write down that you're boring. Look, my bio says I can save them from their boring, loveless lives.
The Eternights Miracle Anti-Aging Drug is now set for its global launch tomorrow.
No, not that.
Up to this point, both of the cinematics have been very smooth in their transition, and the FPS did not drop, and there does not seem to be any kind of graphical glitches at all.
Right? Isn't Yuna just amazing? Her channel has like 50 billion views. And dude, who knows? If we work really hard on our profiles, maybe even girls like her will swipe right on them. Okay, we didn't get any swipes today, but we don't want things to be too easy, yeah? And don't you forget it. I'll see you, dude.
With the graphics set to max and using 1080p resolution, the FPS during the exploration sections fluctuated from 30 to 50 FPS. However, even with these swings, the movement felt fluid and loading between areas was very quick. No major issues here. I will note that I did not play long enough to do any exploring outside, so the results I get here could be different in the open world.
Want me to send you dirty pictures? You passed. We're going out on a date. No, not right now. Tomorrow. Let's have a yacht date. Doesn't that sound romantic? Risking your life to be with me? Oh, that sounds even more romantic. Okay, let's meet at the central station and then find a yacht.
I think this will be the most interesting part for many of us wanting to play this game, the combat. Here's where things get intense. During heavy combat with enemies and particle effects filling the screen, the FPS did dip to about 25, but on average, it was between 38 and 42 FPS. That's impressive considering how much is happening. Despite this, the controls remained tight. As you can see, I was still able to execute timed parries and attacks.
Yes! Yes!
The only issue I had while playing this game was this scene right here. So this is a cutscene, but all I hear is music, and I see subtitles at the bottom, but I don't see anything on the screen. So it did have a little bit of an issue with this cutscene, but it does transition back into the game with no problems. Alright, that wraps up our look at Eternights running through GameHub using the Epic Game Store launcher. This game is definitely one of the more unusual ones in the giveaway. Part dating sim, part JRPG, part hack and slash, and somehow it all kinda works. I had some issues with the cutscenes, especially during transitions. A few stutters and playback glitches that broke immersion a little bit, but outside of that, the real-time combat and exploration segments ran surprisingly well, frame rates held up decently, and the controls felt responsive. If you're curious about trying it yourself, I'm showing the exact settings you should use here. And remember, this is just one game in the Epic 2025 Christmas giveaway series. I'll be testing every title as they drop this season. So if you want more performance breakdowns like this, make sure to stick around. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.